Hi guys, Mam here. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Mam and I do anything and everything DIY. So if that's your thing, then don't forget to smash the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so you'll be the first to know the moment I upload a new video. And for today's video, we will be doing a sunset inspired colorway, mainly using the colors purple, pink, and black with the help of an airbrush. And if you'd like to see how that goes, then keep on watching.
First things first is I got my lighter in here and I am literally just lighting up all the frays, the stitches, the loose ones especially because this is a really old shoe, as you can see, with the creases in it, and this is at least a size bigger than my actual shoe size, just because I love the swoosh, like the removable swoosh for this Air Force Ones. Now next thing is to remove the removable swoosh, but of course just in case the swoosh that you have is not removable, well, there's nothing to remove, so just keep it in there. You can just basically use whatever shoes you have in there, especially the old ones, so you can reuse it again, make it look new, make it at least feel like it's new again.
Now, since there's too many creases on the toe box, cracks, more creases, more creases, instead of the initial plan of just painting this part to cover this up and to make this a little more decent, is you would have to paint the whole entire shoe, including the tongue, except for the midsole. But before that, I'm gonna try to decrease this toe box using an iron steamer or a regular iron, like clothes ironing iron for clothes. I don't know what you call that, but yeah, that one. And see if this will work. I already stuck in here a whole lot of paper on the toe box to keep this up, because if not, it's all gonna fall down and just create more crease. Now let's try to use a blower instead.
Taping, and this is the part that I do not like the most, not really hate it, but just because it's boring and it takes too long to just tape it off, a whole lot of waste and all that. But of course, taping it off would just be an option for you if you'd like, because if you don't want to paint off the midsole and the swoosh, you gotta do that. And in this case, just get a cutter or an X-Acto knife and remove and basically just trace out the part of the swoosh that you're gonna cut out, but not deep enough to actually scratch the surface of the shoe. Now as for this airbrush part, as you've noticed, I'm starting off with a really light shade of pink, because once you already go dark, it'll be harder and more paint to use if you'll be starting off with a darker one and then covering it up with a lighter shade. So just test it out first, and don't rush it. Make sure that you dry it off layer by layer, going from one pair of shoe to the other, gradually going up, or going to the part where you want the paint to go, because unless you're already really used to using an airbrush, then you can definitely just go hammer it down. But in this case, I'm not really sure yet on this part if I'd want a light pink and a lavender shade, or if I'd want to go darker, like a hot pink to a purple to a midnight blue. And we'll see, because I'm just testing it out on how I feel about it. This is another experiment. I already did a sunset before, like a yellow and a sunrise, or like an orange and yellow combination, but not this sunset part, which I really wanted to do for a really long time. but didn't have the time to. So, just taking this time to enjoy it and to just feel it, like really feel out how I want it to look like. So, hence the light pink and lavender combination. And yes, I am lazy with my own pair and just testing it out on a clean white surface first to make sure that you'll have the payoff that you're wanting to have, and then just mix it again if it's not the color that you want. And yes, for this part I decided to go to a darker shade, which is now purple and pretty washed out on the video, maybe because of the harsh lighting plus the sun going down. But I'm trying to achieve a purple, like a dark purple, light, like lavender to dark purple to a midnight blue. Now, just be sure that when you're using an airbrush, since it's really close to your face, look at it from afar to make sure that it fades out smoothly, the transition and all that.
Not bad. Now, I'm not gonna remove this yet, the one on the midsole, because I'm still deciding if I'll be changing like this up to like a hotter pink or like a neon pink. We'll see.
And yes, I did decide to just go for a hot pink. And of course, an optional step is to paint off the threading, the Nike Air and the swoosh threading at the back, and decided to go for pink and purple. And of course, please do not forget to paint the stock liner as well. If you're lazy about it, just be sure to paint off what's gonna be seen with or without wearing socks on it. Now onto the swoosh, go over it with your acetone and your cotton pad at least twice and do at least 2 layers of it, at least 15 minutes of dry time. If you're impatient, you can definitely use a heat gun or just a hair dryer.
So we'll just let this dry for, again, at least 15 minutes. We'll proceed on painting the other swoosh. And then I guess we'll do 2 or 3 layers for this. Now, as for the tongue tabs, we'll be mixing in a little bit of GAC 900 to the leftover Tiffany, our gift box blue that we have. So we can let it seep in, like let it really absorb the color. And I did 2 layers for the swoosh. I guess we'll be doing 2 or 3 layers. We'll see once it's dried out. And let's try that out. There you go. So we'll just let this dry, and then I think 1 layer is already enough for this, so that's all good. We'll just do the same thing for the other tongue tab, if that's what you call this. I don't know what you call this exactly, but the one that goes in the tab, the tongue with a Velcro something on the back attachment. And yes, we're just going through all the letters because anyway, all the letters are in black, so it will still show through. I'm not gonna be super OC about it. Now, since that is all dried up, we're gonna go for the trees, for the palm trees. I have here a number 6 flat angled brush. That's new and pretty. A fucked up number 2 round brush. A really fucked up number 10 flat angled brush. You'll know why. And I don't know what number this is, but like a fan brush right here. That's a bit dense. And of course, a black paint. Now this is the part that I'm really nervous because you can't mess this up. Just one take for everything, basically. I mean, this is the most part where you cannot mess up, because with the other parts, just like these and this, you can, it's easy to erase it. But with the black one and the trees, it's too obvious. So you gotta be really careful with this and take your time. And like, still, as always, try to enjoy the process. Now, I want the trees to go this way. And we're just gonna be dipping the tip, like just the tip of the brush. Here we go. Shit, I'm nervous. Really pressing that in. And lightly lifting your hand, going upwards. Dip that again. We're gonna go with the trunk of the tree first. If you have to go through the trunk twice, go for it. Especially when there are stitches to go through. We're just gonna do random trees. It's not gonna be the same exact trees on both sides. I don't know why I'm so nervous with this, but yeah, I know why, because I wouldn't want to fuck it up. Well, that's the idea. So, once you're done with that, still on the pretty number 6 flat angled brush. Now go for the tiny branches. Now that I almost have nothing on the brush, we're gonna fan it out outwards, going lighter, like flicking it. Again, almost nothing on the brush. I'm just basically grabbing the color that we have on the branches. If you want to add more leaves, go ahead, or branches, go ahead and do so. Just like so. And just continue doing that for the rest of the trees. And of course, go ahead and put shorter trees if you'd like. Just go really, really light when it comes to the leaves, like the lightest that you can go. Let's try to put in the swoosh. And make some of it overlap on the swoosh, some of the trees. And there you have it. We're all good. Thank you so much for watching the video. I really appreciate that. And if you did like the video, enjoyed it, or at least learned something from it, please do not forget to hit on the like button, subscribe to my channel, and turn on your notification bell so you will be the first to know the moment I upload a new video. And as always, if you have any comments, questions on what we did, or suggestions, please feel free to put them all down below or hit me up on Instagram, and it's me, Mam. You now have a good one. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much again for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.